Hey, folks, Coach Mo here. How are you? And you are tuning in to the best and most inspirational coaching, strategy, and action Facebook Live or podcast, depending on where you're listening to me now. This is Coach Mo Fall. I help professional women up-level their careers through soul growth, personal growth, inner growth, and then matching that next career move. I call it Bring Your Soul to Work. And the magic formula we have is helping you become the version of you that you've always wanted to be or that you used to be. We get knocked around in life. We get knocked around in our careers. And sometimes it causes us to not achieve what our real potential is, which causes us to feel frustrated, like we're losing time, that we're stuck. And today I'm talking about some real issues that happen with women's careers and with our lives. And it's called boredom and distractions. I know. Sounds like a weird combination, but I'm going to tell you this. If you understand why you get bored and why you get distracted, you're going to be able to navigate it better. If you understand how these two factors impact your career growth, if you understand how these factors impact your ability to move forward on anything in life, if you understand also how these two problems deplete your energy and cause you to be a lesser version of you. You know, my team and I have spoken to over 15,000 women on career clarity calls, and we have heard over and over some major themes. And that's why I'm talking to you today about boredom and distractions. It's very easy for our brain to go in directions that are not empowering. And today I'm going to tell you why that happens, what to do about it. And also, I'm going to motivate you to get some help. We can help you navigate your career better by helping you learn the inner tools and by bringing your best energy forward. That higher version of you is inside there, but you probably have left her alone a little bit too much, and she's depleted, confused, and has self-doubt. We go into a deep dive on this on our complimentary career clarity call. And if you'd like to just zoom right ahead into that conversation with one of my highly trained and experienced career breakthrough strategists, book your call at mofall.com/talk. And we will absolutely take care of the deep dive conversation. But tune in if you'd like to know a little bit more, not only about the work that my team and I do, but about you. Because I'm going to talk in a profound manner about the things that are happening to you inside your physiology, your neurology, your psychology, and inside your soul. Follow me closely, please, because I'm going to hit on some key topics that very few people have pulled together into a coherent and consistent understanding of how we as humans get off track. You know, you're wired in a certain way to be stimulated and motivated by certain factors. And as a human being, you are put together to avoid being killed. You are put together to not have threats. You are put together for your body to respond to threats and cause your body to go into a stress mode. We've all heard this fight, flight, freeze and fawn aspect of the stress mechanism. We've all heard that it increases cortisol levels. We've all heard that cortisol and adrenaline, if they're circulating in our body long enough, they cause all sorts of problems with our body. Our biology gets moved into chronic stress, and it changes how we function in life. Some of the big changes that happen, you can't pay attention to things anymore because your brain is shut down. It literally is shut down in a chronic stress mode. Your neurology shifts to only the essential functions. This causes you to feel like you have attention deficit disorder. This causes you to feel bored, distracted easily. This causes you, I have a tickle in my throat. This causes you to be unaware of the things that are causing you to stay off track. You know why? Because your entire psychology and neurology is distracted in preventing you from the threat. But what's happening in the 21st century is that does not prevent you from the threat. It actually makes you more vulnerable to threats because Your nervous system was not meant for chronic stress. Your body cannot take it. Adrenal fatigue, high blood pressure, sleep disturbances, irritability, feeling depleted, not having time for anything else are the major signs that you are depleted and your body is in chronic stress syndrome. This causes you to feel bored, causes you to feel like you're not stimulated enough, and it causes you to have massive distractions. So when you have massive distractions, you're going to start feeling less than. When you start feeling less than, you're going to have massive amounts of self-doubt and a lowering of your self-confidence. If this is resonating with you, I want you to take the time to go hit the URL, the website of mofall.com/talk and book yourself a clarity call. If you're a professional woman and you are not where you want to be in your career, if you're an engineer, accountant, marketing, sales, program manager, product manager, nurse, doctor, attorney, if you're a professional woman with education, experience, and expertise, and I'm hitting a hot button here for you, you've got a problem that is costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's costing you your best life, and it's wearing your body out. So many of us women are battered and beaten around in the corporate world, and I don't mean that literally, but sometimes, and we get into this chronic pattern that causes massive problems. You know, most people don't change their life until they hit a major, major obstacle, a disease, a divorce, or some other massive calamity in their life. And then, boom, they say, oh, I better pay attention to something. I better do something different. My big wake-up call was breast cancer. Nearly 15 years ago, I was told that I had breast cancer while I was training for a marathon with my little sister. I said, no, that double mastectomy will have to wait. I've got plans. Little did I know, it was truly a blessing because it allowed me to dig deeper into what was going on with my career. On the outside, it looked like I was successful. I was raising teenagers. I was a working mom. I was traveling a lot for my work. I was making good money. I had a great title, a great job. But inside, not so much. I was covering it up because I'm really good at just marching through stress. I'm really good at pretending it's not happening and I'm going to be a good soldier and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do and da-da-da-da-da. Wore me out. My body was so worn out that the only way it could get my attention is through cancer. I don't want that for you, and it's not necessary to get a disease before you begin to pay attention. Your body is going to give you the warning signals. And if you're listening a little bit more, you're going to see the warning signals before they become disease. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You can do a new life. You can shut down your negative responses through design. You can do it proactively. So few people do, because we as humans sometimes have to be beaten over the head with a 2x4 to get our attention to do something different because we're programmed and we're so habitual. You know how many people in this world right now are doing the same thing over and over again, day after day, even though it's hurting them and harming them? Yeah, I know. When you think about that, it seems sort of bizarre that we as humans would keep doing something that's destructive. Because the underlying assumption here, as a human being, if you don't believe that you're worth more, if you don't believe it's possible for you to have a better life, you're going to stay stuck in your misery. And what happens eventually is you blame the rest of the world and you become a victim. You know, one of the sayings that I help my clients really embrace and learn in life is that everything is always working out for your highest good. But see, you're not paying attention. You're letting that boredom and distraction look like it's the problem. And you're letting it be a problem. And you know what? All your friends are complaining about the same thing. So you're thinking, well, this is just what life is. Wake up. Life is not about that. That's a diseased, bad, disempowered life. You're headed in the wrong direction. You're driving down a highway on the wrong lane. And because everyone else is doing it, you're like, oh, this must be what life is. I want to wake you up right now on this big problem. I want to help you see that you are in distress, that you have turned your problems that were started out as small. And because you haven't addressed it as a small problem, it is now a big problem. It is affecting your physiology. It is affecting your biology. It is affecting your brain. It is affecting your ability to be productive. It is affecting your ability to be happy. It is a big problem. Let's be honest. If you're not happy as a human being right now, shouldn't you do something about that? If you're not thriving in all avenues of your life, shouldn't you do something about that? If your career is not where you want it to be, and you're at the whim of a boss or a company or a downsize or someone treating you unfairly, if you're putting up with that, shouldn't you do something about that? You may not have learned ever as a woman or as a young girl how to advocate for yourself, how to step into your power. And I get that. Neither did I. I was raised Irish Catholic, went to Catholic school, wore a uniform, played by the rules. I get it. I started my career as a registered nurse. I played by the rules. I wore the white uniform. I even wore the nursing cap. That's what my life started like. And I began to realize the things that I enjoyed and wanted to do were different. And I started charting a course that was different than a lot of people. I'm telling you this, inside your heart, inside your soul, there is a beacon and a voice that is trying to get your attention. And if you don't pay attention to the small whisper, a little boredom, a little distraction, a couple of sleepless nights, not feeling right, not making the money that you should be making, watching your colleagues advance and you're not, you're wasting your precious, beautiful life. And I'm here to say that I have helped, my team and I have helped over 2,000 professional women advance their souls and advance their life. We have a magic formula. Why? Because I learned how to do this when I had breast cancer. My double mastectomy put me on my ass for 4 weeks, and I was able to contemplate what was going on. Lucky for me, I had been doing personal and spiritual development for 20 years prior to that. And I had some insights into what had been going on, but I had been ignoring it. I don't want you to ignore these warning signs any further. If this was your kid and they were sick and they had a problem, you would want to solve it right now. This is you and your life. And if you don't solve your problems, if you stay in boredom and depletion and distraction, if you stay in a non-thriving area, a job, or even for that matter, a relationship, if you're stuck not empowering yourself, your whole life is going to be like that. Just think what the tragedy is for everyone around you to be affected by that less than version of you. There's a thriving version of you that can be accessed. And I want to tell you something. You have to dive into your soul. That energetic, beautiful part of you is the soul way out of this. Your soul is the soul way out of this. Bringing your thriving energy back is the superhero, the superpower of you. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Book your complimentary career clarity call at mofall.com/talk. Journal about it, think about it, but yet imagine something better for you. Imagine that it's possible if only you had a team of experts, a proven methodology, and coaches, not only who want you to succeed, but who have the expertise. I played at the highest levels of corporate America. After my breast cancer, I had the biggest, best, most fulfilling jobs of my career. I've got a team of expert, experienced coaches to help you. Certified LinkedIn, certified resume, mindset, HR and recruiting experts, another C-suite executive like myself. We are here to rock your world and show you a different way. But what I want to do today is to get your attention. The career rescue is to not accept boredom, distractions, or depletion as the way life is. It does not have to be that way. I'm Coach Mo Fall, and I've helped over 2,000 women advance their careers by getting their soul back to life and by knowing who they truly are and leveraging and empowering that version of themselves in a better way to not only make more money, but to feel more awesome about who they are. They're better wives, partners, mothers, daughters, sisters, friends, better neighbors. They are better human beings on this planet. And when you change to that level, guess what? Everyone around you gets better. Same thing as if you're suffering and struggling, everyone around you is in that same struggle and suffer. They may not know what to do to help you. They may not know how to talk about it. But when you're not thriving, everyone around you is suffering. Take yourself as the priority. Put yourself in the line of, I can do this better. Show me how. mofall.com/talk. We'll see you next time on Motivational Monday or on this podcast. It's Coach Mo. We're here to change women's lives. If you're a professional woman and you are not where you want to be in your career, chances are it's something other than your career that is not working for you. And we're here to help you identify it and realize that there is a solution. mofall.com/talk for your complimentary career clarity call to get things rolling. If you're a client listening to this, please comment below or share this with a friend or relative who you know might need a little bit of a wake-up call and understanding what's truly going on if their life is not what they want it to be. We'll see you next time. Coach Mo here. I love you.